Welcome to this video. This is the continuation of the indices math problem exercises that we have been solving. So we have two more to go, question number 8 and number 9. If this is the first indices video you stumble upon, I recommend to please look through the playlist. You'll be able to see all the previous one from beginning that walks you through the law up to this point. So let's begin. We want to try and cover the two examples in this video. So when you are revising, please you can pause the video at any time to understand how we get to each of these steps, and I'm going to break it down as much as possible. You can leave me a comment in the comment section if you have any question, so that I want to make sure you all understand this. So let's begin by looking at the question. There is a pattern that you will notice, and the first thing we want to do is to break it down. You notice that we have 2 to the power of x. So we have 2 to the power of x times 2 minus 5 into 2 raised to the power x plus 4. So we'll break it down applying that law of k raised to the power m times n equals to kmn, and that is what we are doing here. So we'll separate by saying 2 raised to the power x and 2. You can see we form a pattern now that really matches this middle number, plus 4 equals to 0. We don't want to continue to have 2 raised to the power x because somehow it can confuse. We want to be able to break it down. Let's say we want to let 2 raised to the power x be a, just for simplicity's sake, so that we can find the value of a and then we continue from there. So now we have, in place of 2 raised to the power x, we have a squared and 5a plus 4 equals to 0. This is called a quadratic equation, and by the time we solve for a, we're going to have two values. So this is the value we're going to have. So let's solve for the quadratic equation. To be able to solve, we need to determine the root, and I would like to go through a simple approach to solving this. The coefficient we have before this a squared is 1, and the coefficient here is 4. So 4 times 1 is 4. The question I'll ask myself is, I'm looking at the middle number, this is 5. What two numbers do we multiply from the beginning and the end, 1 and 4, that will give us 5? So let's try to work it out so that you can see. So we have 2 and 2 and 2 and 1. So we have 2 times 2, it will give us 4, and 4 times 1 will give us 4. So what two numbers can we add together that will give us 5? No doubt 4 and 1 will, but we need to be careful to determine it very well. So I'll come up with this idea. We have plus minus, minus plus, minus minus, plus plus. So I'll write 4 4 4 1 1 1 1. You can watch our basic addition and subtraction to be able to refresh your memory on this. Plus is what you have, negative is what you owe. So plus 4 minus 1 will give us plus 3. That is not minus 5. Minus 4 plus 1, you are owing 4, but you have 1. That is minus 3. Minus 4 minus 1 will give us minus 5. Plus 4 plus 1 will give us plus 5. So which one really fits what we have here? you agree with me that it is minus 4 and minus 1. So we come here and say a squared minus 4a minus a and plus 4 equals to 0. So we can make it simpler or say a squared minus a minus 4a plus 4. We'll rearrange. So we can break it into 2. And on the left hand side, we look at what is common to both sides in the brackets. You notice a is common. What do we multiply with a to give us a squared? Definitely is a. And what do we multiply with a to give us a? That will be 1. A times 1 will give us a. Now we come here next and we have in the bracket what is common to both sides. We have minus 4. So what do we multiply with minus 4 to give us minus 4a? That would definitely be a. And what do we multiply with 4 to give us 4? That would be 1. So what type of 1? We come back to minus times minus will give us plus. So we have a minus 1. As you notice, what we have in this bracket is the same thing in this bracket. That means our root is correct. So we combine a and this minus 4 into 1, and then we have a minus 1 equals to 0. So we want to take them one at a time. So we have a minus 4 equals 0, and a is equals to 4. That is, we add 4 to both sides just to have a. And remember our a, we said let 2 raised to power x be a. So therefore we can bring 2 raised to power x equals to 4 here. And 2 raised to power x will be equals to 2 raised to power 2. Therefore our x will be equals to 2. That is the first instance. Now we have a minus 1 equals to 0. If we add 1 to both sides, a will be equals to 1. Now we have to call to mind the sixth law. Any number raised to the power of 0 equals 1. So we have a is equals to 2 raised to power 0. And then we bring 2x equals to 2 raised to power 0. Therefore, x is equals to 0. Our final answer will be x will be 0 and 2. I want to stop here so that you can pause and understand this, and in the next video we'll take the last example. Thank you for watching. If you like what you're watching, please subscribe to this video. Practical Maths Academy.